Not really sure what I want to do today, so I'm just gonna freeball it and see what we come up with. Okay, so here I am priming my eyes with my P. Louise base in shade 3. The brush I'm using is the M173 from Morphe. Now going in with my Jackie Aina palette and taking the shade Credit, which is a really deep brown, and just buffing that into my crease. I'm using a fluffy blending brush from NYX. It has the number 16 on it. I think it's brush number 16. Now I'm taking this single shadow from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It is the shade Caramel. I'm just gonna use this to blend out that brown that I just put down. I am using a MAC 224 brush. It's a really fluffy brush to blend this out. Using circular motion so I can get a nice smoky effect. Going back in with that same shade from the Jackie Aina palette, just to bring back that deepness into my crease. Alright, now I'm going to cut my crease using the same P. Louise base in shade 3 and a Morphe M508 brush. Once I get my shape down packed, I'm just patting the rest of the base onto my lid. Now taking this lime green pigment from Janelle Cosmetics. It is in the shade Big Fin Squid. And I'm just gonna line my crease with this using a Sigma eyeliner brush. Okay, now from my Jawbreaker palette from Jeffree Star, I am dipping into the shade Cone and putting that all over my lid. I'm just using a flat brush from MAC. The number rubbed off, it's really old. Okay, going back into that caramel from Anastasia, and I'm just putting it in between the two shades that I have here to create an ombre effect. Now I'm just using the same P. Louise base in the shade 3 to go right under that lime green to kind of clean it up and prepare for the next loose pigment that I'm about to put down. Now I'm taking another loose pigment. This one is from J. LaRue Cosmetics in the shade White Gold. And I'm just going to use this to go right under that lime green. Now I'm just going in with a black shadow just to smoke out my liner. Okay, now we're moving on to the face. I'm using two primers, the All Nighter primer from Urban Decay and the Oil and Shine from Smashbox. I usually like to double prime. I don't know about anybody else, but I just do. It's just what I do. Okay, now I am applying one of my favorite products to date. This is the Hollywood filter from Charlotte Tilbury. It's in the shade 6. This just gives you a nice, perfect dewy glow under your foundation that lasts all day long. Alright, I was a little indecisive about what foundation I wanted to use this day, but I ended up going with the Makeup Forever Reboot foundation. It's their newest one. I am using the shade Y505, and as you can see, it's pretty perfect. I am using the Full Coverage Foundation Brush from Sephora Collection. It's literally my favorite foundation brush. I'm just quickly going over everything with a clean beauty blender. This is just going to help to smooth out any of the brush strokes and pick up any extra that I put on. Today I will be using my Juvia's Place concealer in the shade 9 and my Milk foundation stick in Espresso to contour. I'm just pressing everything in with a beauty blender, making sure it's all melted into my skin. And now I'm going to use my Sacha Buttercup powder to set all the areas that I concealed. Now I'm just blending out my contour using my Sephora Collection number 56 brush. It's nice and dense, perfect to blend right in that cheekbone. When you contour your forehead, you want to make sure that you're bringing it into your hairline so you don't have any gaps in between, and so it looks more seamless. So I'm just pulling everything back into my hairline. Now taking my bronzer from Morphe, it's in the shade Showmance, just to bronze up my face. Now taking the darkest shade from my Anastasia contour kit in medium to deep, just to contour my nose. I first used a small dense brush just to get a really precise line, and then I'm gonna take a fluffier brush just to diffuse the line a little bit and blend it in. I'm using my Laura Mercier medium to deep translucent powder to cut my contour. Alright, now I'm grabbing my Sephora Collection Micro Smooth Powder in shade 60. It's their deepest shade to set my whole face. And I'm just gonna push the remaining powder into my skin using my beauty blender. Taking those same shades I used in my crease just to smoke out under my eyes with a little bit of that black as well. I use the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide Pencil in my waterline. It's in the shade Deep End. Quickly going back into my Jackie Aina palette, I am taking the shade Trust Issues since my camera decided not to focus, and I'm putting a little bit of that into my inner corners as well.
So this is the finished look. I hope you guys like it. Thank you so much for watching. If you like what you saw, please subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time.